look at that beastie fish. What a beauty. Some amazing colour profiles and finishes. Straight away, look at the size of that giant. You watch this. Oh, look at that beast. Off you go. It's a giant! It's a giant, look at that! I'd say the size of that thing, it's well up into that 800s. Well, this was totally unplanned. I was just about to put a trolling video together. I was just trying to find a section where it was a little bit out of the wind and go through some of my favourite lures for trolling, but it's all happened too soon because I've got a beauty on the end here. And I'm in a bit of trouble because I've run over the other line. I felt the hooks pull on this little thing. But there's a great big flatty on the end of this. Oh my God, it's a giant! It's a giant, look at that! It's humming along. You little beauty. Geez, I'm in trouble here because I've caught the other line. Oh. See what I can do. I'm just going to wind this other one in. You can hear that drag just cranking, eh? Oh, it's caught. I don't want to get it on through the guides because then I'll be in real trouble. All right, that's it. What a mess. Oh, it's a beauty. It's a great big flatty. It's a great big one taken. I'm just fishing really light line. And tiny little 1000 Sienna. Where's my net? Oh, it's a beast. It's a beast. Have a look at the size of that. Just put away the main camera. And straight away, I just packed up the main camera straight away. Look at the size of that giant. I'm lucky because I've caught it on the outside of its face. And so my little Rapala jack deep, it's an X-Wrap jack deep, is going really, really well. The tiny little hooks are doing a great job. This thing's up in those 800s. It's a beast. And I'm gonna, here it comes, have a look at this. Oh, look at that. Hang on, I'm in trouble here. I'm gonna try and net it. I've only got my small little brim and my little brim basket. This is awesome. I've literally been trolling for about 3 minutes. And this could be the end of the show because if he catches and then gets out, I'm in big trouble. No, perfect. Wait till you see the size of this giant. Yeah, he's in the 800s. I'll get my glove. Oh, huge, man. This is a giant. Ah, watch this. Have a look at the size of that, man. Look at that beast. Taking, I'm gonna have to show you this jack deep. Have a look at this. Oh. Just gonna sit him in the wet net as best as I can and look after him. Oh man, these little jack deeps, I haven't done a review on them yet, but it's gonna be coming. There it is there. X-Wrap jack deep by Rapala. They are outstanding on these fish. They catch everything. Brim, bass, flathead, Saratoga, even mangrove jack. Look at that, man. Look at that beastie fish. What a beauty. Trolling for these flathead this time of year, it's outstanding. Great fun, and they go so hard on light line. What a beauty. Oh, I'll get this girl back in the water. Let's see how we can do this. I don't even know if it's gonna work. Oh, jeez. I'll try and do it as best fast as I can. Come here, big girl. I'd say the size of that thing, it's well up into that 800s. And I don't know how I'm going to capture this. I'll see if I can get a little bit of this release here. You watch this. Oh, look at that beast. Off you go. Off you go, big girl. There she goes. Beautiful stuff. Oh, it's a lot of fun chasing these big flathead, and trolling them has got to be one of the most effective ways to cover water. The guys in the Flathead Classic every year, they smash the numbers and get their fair share of big fish too. I love casting for the most part, but let me take you through some of the lures that I like to use when I'm going trolling. Well, I've got myself out of the wind now, and I'm just drifting along this mangrove bank, so I'm going to go through my favourite lures for trolling, and hopefully you can get an idea of the kind of thing you want to look for in the shops. This is the lure that just did the damage on that great big flathead. This is a Rapala X-Rap Jack Deep. They've only been released in the last year or so, but you can see the profile there and the attention to detail on that little shad style lure, the shape of the bib there to get it down nice and deep, and that sort of slender running bib is a profile that you'll notice is a real common attribute of some of these lures that work great for flathead, and that just means it gives it a really tight wobbling action, and the flathead love that. So these Jack Deeps, they've got some amazing color profiles and finishes, and it'd be this one. Oh, there's a shrimp one as well, and that pink one that I really like. And then these lively lures, these micro mullets that have done so well in the Flathead Classic over the years. I love trolling them as well, and they're probably a lot of people's favourites. I know that David Green fishes with these a lot and does really, really well every year. They're one of the most consistent catches for him with numbers, so that's one that I've used over the years with good success. These Xeric Tango shads in the little 50mm version, this is what you're looking for in the shops. So they're fantastic, and I go for the floating one. So there's a suspending and a floating one. If you read the bottom of the pack there, you can see when you're in the shops that there's a floating version, and that's the one that I like. And I'll have to go through the technical side of trolling and some of the tactics that I use when I'm trolling in another video, because I don't have time, I've got to get off the water. But there's some of my favourites. These Daiwa double clutches are super popular now as well, and they're coming in some great finishes. And then there's also things like this little Crackjack 48 SP or DR. This is a deep running version. These little things are fantastic as well. Is there anything else that I've got there? Savage Gear do a little shrimp, like an MR medium running shrimp, and they're really effective as well. So they're my favourites for trolling, and you can troll in super shallow water like I did today. I was just out on the flats and running with the petrol motor. My electric got a little bit tired, so I switched over, and it's no issue. You can get around, and I sort of go at a fairly medium pace when I'm trolling, and that tends to set the hooks into the lure, into the fish as well. So I've been doing a lot of big flathead fishing with big baits, but with trolling I like to use a lot smaller stuff, and that'll help you get your numbers if you're after a feed, but you still tend to get those big ones like what happened today, and it's a lot of fun on light line. Like I'm only running, I think I might have gone through it, but an 1,000 size reel. This is like 6 pound braid and about an 8 or 10 pound, that's a fluorocarbon leader of about 1.5 meters, right down to these little deep diving minnow style lures, and you can see the profile on all of them. Really, it's a tiny little bait fish pattern, and these Xeric Tango shads and these Rapala X-Rap Jack Deeps have probably got the best finish of all of them in my opinion. So they're the ones I probably use the most these days. But if you've got any ideas on trolling for flathead, or if you've got questions, or if there's something else that you want to see me do over the next couple of weeks when I'm chasing these flathead, let me know in the comments below, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.